But first, even the ship's owners have cut the captain of the Costa Concordia adrift. They've accused him of serious errors of judgment, from sailing too close to shore to failing to comply with emergency procedures. The captain denies he's to blame or that he abandoned ship before many of his passengers. Tonight, the official death toll from the Italian disaster stands at 6, with 15 people still missing. Underwater video of the cruise liner reveals the extent of damage to the hull and the crushed railings from this once majestic ship. Europe correspondent Philip Williams reports.
In the broken carcass of a once proud vessel, divers recovered the bodies of 2 elderly men found at an emergency meeting point. They couldn't escape. But the rescue operation did provide some hope of more survivors, with the discovery of a South Korean couple. This was supposed to be their honeymoon, spent trapped in the darkness of their cabin before rescuers heard their cries for help and guided them out. And more good news, rescuers heard calls from a staff member left behind in the panic to escape the sinking ship. His leg had been seriously injured. The man was winched to safety. The search continues, but there was concern leaking fuel was making conditions too hazardous for the divers, possibly hampering rescue efforts, but also posing a potential environmental disaster.
Get the kids, go, go. You.
More footage has come to light showing the panic as passengers desperately attempted to get on to one of the life rafts.
I'm getting pushed.
There was Italian families trembling, handing me their children, telling me, take my child, put him on the boat. And we had to wait over an hour and a half before we could get onto that boat. And the boat was obviously sinking, and it was tilted to where we couldn't even get on.
When the ship first struck the rock, valuable time may have been lost after this reassuring public announcement.
Due to an electrical fault, which is currently under control, we're currently in a blackout. Our technicians are working to resolve the situation.
The captain of the Costa Concordia has been detained, facing possible charges. He denies he left the ship before some of his passengers and says the rock that struck his boat was not on maritime charts.
The ship wasn't heading forward but sideways, as if underwater there was this rock projection. I don't know if it was detected or not, but on the nautical chart it was marked at about 100 to 150 metres from the rocks, and we were about 300 metres from the shore, more or less. We shouldn't have hit it.
The captain is usually the last to abandon ship. What happened, Captain?
We were the last to leave the ship.
It may be years before the full story emerges. How did a $500 million sophisticated cruise liner end up like this? Philip Williams, ABC News.